twice because it looks like
Yeah, I'm up.
old partner over there is reclined in the upright and locked position.
Well, fill me full of Italian wine, pasta, and now feed me some whiskey. Yeah,
All before 1 p.m.
This is gonna be a day.
I love it.
Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
And welcome to the show, a local celebrity, wonderful chef, hilarious son of a gun, Dario from Rosmarino and Gusto down in Newberg.
Hey, welcome.
Buongiorno, buongiorno.
Hey. Oh, hell. Thank you so much for coming up today, man.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Heck yeah.
And, you start the day like we do in Italy for real. Noon, pasta in the belly, wine. But normally you finish grappa, but okay, whiskey can approach.
Well, we're just modifying a little bit to just fit in.
Same thing.
Oh, well, this week, besides having a little bit of Italian wine, a little bit of pasta, and Dario, we're also messing around with the Penelope Rio, which I think it's the newer one that just came out from them. Previous one I think was Havana. So this one is finished in honey and Amburana barrels. It is, 49%, so it's not super hot, under 100 proof, but we'll see how she does. She's not cheap. So that's the one disadvantage is
the honey.
Well, yeah. And you can get that right on the nose. I've been
sniffing.
I've been giving some sniffs during the intro, and you definitely can get that honey right on that nose.
All right. Well, cheers, gentlemen.
All right, here, I'll relay. We'll go
Salute.
that way. We'll go that way.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Yeah, that is sweet. But still a good amount of heat.
Yes, I'm on the nice spicy on the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Starts off nice. You get that honey, little graham cracker. It has a little heat on the back.
All right.
All right. Well,
That'll be fun.
let the games begin.
Well, so Dario, like we did in the introduction, so you're running along with your wife and a fantastic team, Rosmarino down in Newberg.
Yes.
And then you also have Gusto, your fun shop there in Newberg near the Fred Meyers.
Yes.
And you're bringing really wonderful Italian meals and raw ingredients and prepped ingredients to a place with a slightly different culture in the Willamette Valley. And holy crap, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like,
thank you. No, it's but the thing is, being in the wine country, the palates get, of course, a little bit elevate.
Yeah.
And the palates require a little bit more food and the things and and again, as we were speaking before, people learn. The palates will adapt. And we grow up. And we came in the valley. In June it will be 10 years.
holy shit.
10 years, me and my wife, when we opened the first location, it was called Agrivino in farmland. And after we move out, end of 18, open Rosmarino, remodeling the place, open Rosmarino 2019, and was 6 years in Rosmarino.
Yeah.
Just passed the cap in March. First day of spring, as I say, we bloom in Newberg 6 years ago. So it was a fun ride.
Yeah.
Nice ride. Of course, the beginning, it's always... Where we were at the beginning was middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
One dirt road to arrive there, so no walking.
Yeah.
Normally lost people. And we had fun. We had fun. Was a bit hard at the beginning.
Yeah.
After slowly, we grow up. We create our customer base. We got our nice followers. We move out from the farm. We went in the town. Was much easier to find us at this point.
Yeah.
And from there, it was just of course, after we opened right on time for COVID, what we do, But again, after that, it didn't put us down. Like, we came out pretty strong, and since then we didn't give up. And at the end, we were like a lot of people were asking, "Oh, we want to go food," and so there's only one way to do. Because I don't have a lot of space at Rosmarino.
Yeah.
My kitchen is pretty small.
Yeah.
So we decided to open up our commissary kitchen that it's Augusto and with a front store.
Yeah.
And thereafter that, we're inventing something new every time, trying to bring more Italian flavors, more things to the valley.
Heck yeah.
Well, and you're importing a lot of really like great fresh Italian ingredients and anything from the Vesuvi tomatoes to your Durham flour with your face all over it and everything else. Yeah, I mean,
they're like shocked guy. Oh,
is that what it was? Your wife just cattle prodded you and to take the picture, just zapped you real quick?
No, it was because for Christmas we import directly from Italy the panettone.
Oh yeah,
the sweet bread.
Yeah,
and we did a video for Gusto for the Instagram, and one of the photo was like me, like oh, finally here, like shocked. Finally we got the panettone, and I say, oh, this photo looks. I grabbed the screenshot and I transformed it in the label, and sometimes some people who don't know me, and some people who know me, oh, what's going on there? And some people that are for the first time there with us, they come at Gusto and they watch the thing and they watch me and say, "Is it you?" and, yeah, I think so.
I think so.
But hell yeah, I mean, you're having a lot of fun with it. One, but also, I think I'm down there at Gusto at least once a week picking stuff up, just because we went to just a small trip to Italy in the south over Christmas, and all of our family members and the friends and everything else that were with us all got hooked on the fresh pasta with Durham wheat and everything else, and to have Gusto and Rosmarino right there so that we can still have those authentic flavors.
And just have to travel down the street.
Yeah,
no jet lag.
Yeah. Like I'm not flying that far that often because I'm too fat and too old to sit on a plane that often. Like I haven't quite hit that point in my life where I've got a private jet and I can just take off. So this is next best thing.
It's the closest thing. It is what we say. If you cannot go to Italy, Italy come to you.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go. See?
All right. So 10 years. Holy crap, 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
Wow.
So my hair didn't change. I arrived like this and stay like this.
Well, and your bride has not murdered you yet. So.
No, not yet. Did try a couple of times.
A few attempts.
Fail.
You get to live this time. No, my wife tells me on a regular basis, at some point you're going to die of unnatural causes just because. Like, okay, yes, I get it. All right. Well.
The nature will take care of us.
Yeah, I worry a little bit about having the acreage behind the house, because I kind of feel like that gives her too much of an ability to just bury me someplace where the sheriff will never look.
Well, luckily there is a steep hill, so
she can just push me down the hill.
I was going to say, I know where to look. I don't think you can roll that far down the hill. I'll come find you, buddy.
Well, good.
Look, it's nice and icy this morning.
I'm like, oh, weird. Flowers are really blooming well in that part of the hill. I wonder. Oh, right.
Why animals are gathering there?
That's right. It's weird.
Well, I was coming up and I think I saw a bobcat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
We've got a couple of bobcats and our dog, which you met earlier, and this bobcat are having a literal pissing contest.
Oh yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so there's a tree right outside the side of the house, and so both the dog and apparently this bobcat are just competing to see who can pee higher on the tree.
I own this tree.
Well, the bobcat can jump on the tree, so he will win.
That doesn't mean that our dog isn't doing weird gymnastics trying to do that.
You will never know what they can invent.
That's right.
No, it's lovely up here, but being able to get down just into Newberg to go try your various things. So you pair up with winemakers sometimes. You do your own Italian wines sometimes.
So we have some days a la carte. Thursday, Monday night, lunches, of course. It's all a la carte. So enjoy whatever you want to enjoy.
Yeah.
And Sunday, a la carte, but a completely different menu. That's what Grandma was doing, pizza and gnocchi.
Yes.
It's what I liked it because it's very fast. The pizza and gnocchi, it's also for my guys in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, the gnocchi, like, it's really 1.5 minutes cooking. So
Yeah.
they go in, they come out, and they run.
Yeah.
And keep them on their toes. And after on Friday and Saturday, we do, since the beginning of our adventure, so 10 years now, the 5-course wine pairing dinner.
Yes.
Friday, we do sometimes winemaker dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So Oregon winemakers, so the winemaker, the owner, the ambassadors of the winery,
Yeah.
they come in and they give us the wine ahead of time. Like this,
Yeah.
we can taste them, drink them. All.
Yeah.
We don't let it spoil. I say all the time, like me and my wife, like good students, and we taste them. We create technically a custom menu.
Yeah.
Because their wines, it's unique.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey.
Yeah.
Every whiskey can be the same batch, different barrel, completely different things. And so we taste the wine, we create a custom menu, and after, during the night, I explain the food, and the winemaker or whoever from the winery they will explain the wine, and after, people can purchase the wine at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And a lot of people sometimes join the wine club, so it's a good chemistry.
Yeah.
And Saturday, it's always been Italian wine pairing, so 100% Italian wine, tour of Italy. And I do the explanation of the food and the wine, what I choose this night. Like yesterday, we did a white wine from the Dolomites. We did red wine from Piemonte, so my region, northwest of Italy. We did another red wine with the famous Zozzona sauce. I was telling you.
Yes. I can't wait for that.
I know. I'll do my best to put it on the menu.
Okay.
So everybody's like blackmailing me.
Now you've let the secret out. I mean, like, this is letting the secret out that you have made this sauce locally, and it is.
It's one of I call it the quintessential Roman sauce. It includes everything that people normally likes in one sauce.
It's the smorgasbord or whatever. Each culture has its different, like, we'll just combine everything and see what it makes. And sometimes it's great, but like, my family's from Scotland and Germany, and some of those things that they combine together all into one, not such a good idea. like, thank you, I appreciate it, but maybe not as much tripe in the next one. So your version, I'm a fan of.
Well, next time.
Maybe it will be on the menu on the 31st when we go.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
that we're blackmailing.
Sounds like another blackmail.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not.
Can do. Go add a note on the reservation. So we want it Zozzona.
And then you're going to walk out with a wooden spoon and be like, I'll tell you what you're going to eat, and you're going to like it.
Just received from Amazon. Look at this, 36.
Like, I know you. You just shush. You shush, and I will feed you, and I will give you good wine, but you don't tell me what to do.
No, so sometimes people people who travel to Italy and they know us, and they had some dishes at our restaurant. Yeah. When they make a reservation, like, could we have this? Could we have that? So there was a table they require, when it was a couple of weeks ago. It's called vitello tonnato. It's a roast veal. Pink point. That is topped with a tuna sauce. That is typical from our region.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have lobster, so it's our surf and turf. Okay,
I love that though. That's
the easiest ever. So it's a very old recipe, and it's typical. Whenever you go in my part of Italy, every restaurant has it. Yeah, and every restaurant has a different recipe. Yeah, of course we have our recipe. Yeah, and these people are like, oh, we love Piemonte. We went to Piemonte and we had it here. So is it possible to request a veal with tuna? Yeah, so, and lucky for them, I plan to serve it on the 5-course dinner.
Oh.
And I read see, lucky for you, meant to be.
Lucky for you.
And we presented, and they were happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's request.
And other times you will just eat what I feed you.
Yeah, on the 5-course dinner, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't like. I say you should give a try. Give a try.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, of course, there's dietary restriction, and people cannot. Sometimes we use maybe parts of cuisine that people are not familiar with, or mostly it's bad experience for previous from past from the past. In my region, the tongue and the things, and all the insides are delicacies.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And sometimes I do this tongue that it's blanch and super soft and delicate, sliced super thin, melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like tongue. I say, well, I can change. But if you wanna try, and after you swim by after 2 seconds and they eat it all, they oh, so good. I say, I told you. I say all the time, when you go mostly for a wine pairing, something that maybe not only a Rosmarino, like wherever you wanna go.
Yeah.
Something that the chef really
they put the time and the effort
detached from the a la carte. That's something that they do all the time. So something special.
Yeah.
Just I say all the time, you can tell me what it is, but I would not even read, because I would just want the experience.
Yes.
I want to taste every single ingredient. I take each
Yep.
part of it, and after I can combine them.
Yep.
And that's the thing. I say detach the psychology sometimes ruin everything. So detach the psychological part on the dish. Where this part of the animal come from. Just one thing. You like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
If you like it, but you don't want to eat it because of the name, because of the thing, it's a thing.
Yeah.
But and if you don't like it, I understand.
Yeah.
But you got to go into it with an open mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's part of that age and experience as well. So, as we get older, we realize that some of those things that we're just like psychologically like a blacklist for us. We're
Keyword certain. Nope. I'm not going to try it.
Right.
Nope. Don't want it.
Something
I don't
in
like
there
it.
that, I grew up with a bunch of Pennsylvania Dutch dishes, and some of those things are fucking awful. Like real. I mean, even to this day, I just see it, and there's just this mental image in my head of what it was, how bad it smelled being cooked in the house.
It's like
everything
else. The trend that they open the can of the fermented herring.
Yeah.
I always want to try to do it at home by myself. Not even
don't do it inside.
No, never. Other people, did you try already?
I have had a couple of different versions of pickled herring.
Is it the face and the sounds are real, or just they fake?
No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty ripe. So like sardines can run the gamut. Like you can get sardines that are very, one version very, kind of basic, not a lot of flavor, and other ones that are, I don't know what they're pickling in it, but it's
super
very
bold.
angry.
Yep.
Yeah, they go.
The pickled herring, I think, it starts kind of at the angry, and then it goes to pretty ridiculous.
Like a zombie hanging?
like just punishing you with the smell. And I can tell you that, like with a sardine, you just, you eat the whole thing, the bones there, everything is just there, right? The herring, that's a mistake. So you don't want to just like bite into the herring.
Yeah.
You want to take a little forkful,
like
and
a little
little test
bit.
drive.
Yeah.
Just test drive it out a little bit.
I made mistakes. There were regrets.
You have to have the chaser ready.
Yeah, and a shower. A shower is good too, because with the beard hair, mustache hair, it'll hold the smell for
just linger.
not what you want to do. Like you're not taking a nap later that day because you're just gonna keep smelling that.
No, in the shower. Epsom salt.
Baking soda, whatever you can get in. Yeah,
lemon juice.
Using an SOS pad to really scrub. No, so it's. I think it's just that maturity level of trying new things and realizing that especially somebody like you or any chef that's putting the effort into designing something that is very intent based, you're not going to put something in there that is going to be questionable or might be good. It's going to be fantastic because you've done it enough times that you've perfected that, or you are doing it enough times until it is perfected.
Yeah, we try to achieve, we try to at least reach perfection. It's utopic.
Yeah.
But we try to bring the 99% of between the wine and the food and the pairing, and see, it's mostly to understand how a wine that maybe you didn't love it before, with the right food, can be something that
very special.
It change. Because sometimes wines, well, mostly speaking for Italian wine is made to be drunk on the meal. Any sort. It's very rare to see. We have some wine in Italy that are considered meditation wine.
Meditation wine?
Yeah, it's called like the one that we drink at the beginning.
Okay.
This is called Amarone.
Yeah.
Amarone is made dehydrating the grapes for a couple of months, up to 4 sometimes.
Really?
So losing the water content, increasing the sugar content after they go in barrel for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
And after come out. So it's a wine that super smooth, of nice and rich flavors, very complex.
Yeah.
And it's a wine that the best pairing, strange enough, it's blue cheese. Or this kind of cheese there's this beautiful mold note inside.
Yeah.
Because it will clash a little bit against the richness of the wine.
Yeah.
But the wine is so powerful that it will take care of it.
Huh.
But and it's a wine that is considered a meditation wine.
Huh.
Because it's a wine that if you can buy the Coravin and take off a glass at a time.
Yeah.
Your bottle will last for 1 month straight, no stress.
Yeah.
And really, it's so rich and it's so high on alcohol because the wines start at 15% and going just high.
Whew.
Because of the missing of the
just
all sugar inside.
Yeah.
And it's a wine that also without food, this wine at the end of the meal, just you open it, a little glass, and most in the winter time, little fireplace, stuff like this, and it will work. It makes you happy. Like, other wine in Italy, they need wine. And in Italy, it's rare that we drink wine without having food.
Yeah.
Anytime that you order a glass of wine, also in the worst of the bars, you will have or chips or something to eat with it. Because it is the culture of it.
Yeah.
But if you see someone who drink wine without eating, we don't speak to them.
Something's wrong.
Don't trust. There's no spongy. No?
All right, we'll see.
All right, good to know. All right, so mental note. Don't sit at the counter just drinking wine.
Just fake. Bring a piece of bread. Order a focaccia.
Please bring me something so people don't think I'm just a lonely drunk. Oh.
There's the best part, it's always part of enjoying life, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Any sort of thing, between having beautiful bourbon.
Yep.
And it's opening up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
It's this nice aromatic.
The
Amburana is coming out very, very nice. It's super sweet on the nose.
Mm-hmm. And for as low proof as it actually is, there's still a little bit of that bite to it. So I appreciate that.
Yep.
I don't know, for me, so far my expectations weren't super high because I'm never really sure on these special barrels and everything else that some of these companies do, but this one so far is I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad Sunday.
Well, you want to take a little break, Mike?
well, I mean, why not?
Maybe another little plate of pasta.
There's some bolognese down there.
I'm never going home. Actually, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to go set up the guest room for Big Mike here.
Okay.
Fluff the pillows, make sure the sheets are just the way I like them.
Okay. I'll make sure the fan's on in there for you, and you can take a little nap.
You know how I like it.
Okay.
Nice, constant 70 degrees.
All right, we'll be right back.
The Whiskey and Wine podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house. Founded in 2014, Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are a bottle shop as well now? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, or 12-pack of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located on Highway 99W in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines.
Oh, man, see, good break right there. Get a little recharge of the battery, a little drink. Halftime on the football game now.
Football in air quotes.
Well, yeah, like I said, there is a form of football.
Yeah.
On the TV at the end of April. So,
well, we got to go watch baseball last night.
Yeah, man, that was fun. I love that stadium, man. Yeah. Hillsboro Hops, good game, overtime. I was a little nervous with it going into extra innings just because, you get last call in the 7th inning.
Yeah.
And I always I pray, please don't have overtime. Please don't have overtime. Sure shit. Overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got stressed. I was like, man, everyone was fresh out. I'm like, please don't go more than 11 or 12 innings. I can't sit here with
nothing to drink.
Yeah.
And all these hot dogs calling my name.
Man, I only did 3 and I was full.
Yeah.
I was absolutely full, but that was a fun time. First time up in that section at I know it's not Ron Tonkin Field. I think they just call it Hillsboro Hops Field.
Yeah.
So good time. Went out there for our buddy Jerry.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Happy birthday.
Rented the party deck. So that was fun, man. Been to that place probably 30 times over the year and never
done the party deck.
Never done the party deck.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Saw something new and great little area.
Didn't
feel crowded.
Thing, yeah.
I think he had 25. I think it came with 25 tickets.
Yeah.
But it felt, we had space to hang out and a little windy, but we had some sun over by the elevator and had the little pop cooler that the kids were putting a hurting on.
Yeah, man, I think those kids drank something like 11 or 12 Fantas.
Man, our poor hostess lady, she just kept bringing 12 packs of Fanta to fill this refrigerator. And then you looked at the table and the 2 girls, I was like, yep, there's at least 6 or 7 right there.
Uh-huh. Plus the ones that got recycled. Plus. Yeah, it was.
Nope. Fanta was the #1 drink in the party deck that night.
Holy cow. I was glad to just be drinking Pilsner because if I'd had any of that Fanta, like 1 or 2 of those, I would have been up all night.
Sugar rush.
Yeah.
I made the mistake right before the game ended. I grabbed one and I pounded it with the kids.
Oh, God.
And then all those bubbles. There's something different about soda bubbles with the beer bubbles. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get diabetes now. And I'm going to burp the whole way home. No, but fun game. That new stadium's looking super cool.
Mm-hmm.
We had the great view of them building the new baseball stadium.
It's enormous compared to what the original Hops.
Yeah, 2 different levels, right? And I love the current stadium. I hope that they have the same amenities as far as
like the big open field area for the kids to
Yes,
play.
that family section on the grassy knoll is amazing, super cheap. I think it's $3 or $4, right, to go down there.
Yeah.
You bring your own blanket. The kids are having a good time. Parents are having a good time. It's usually in the sun. But no, it was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun little Saturday birthday game out there yesterday.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, for what is it? Late April, and it was warm and sunny, and this is not normal for Oregon, Willamette Valley for us. Like to potentially have a sunburn in April.
Yeah, 75. E tu tornò turn on the fans on the patio because we're sweating.
Like, this is weird.
I'm waiting. There should be like a ice storm. Winter is coming back.
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
Late frost.
Yep, it'll freeze all the new shoots, all the pretty flowers. It'll all just get frozen to death over a 2-day period, and then it'll go up to 80.
We have all of our propane tanks at Tapforia filled just in case. We got to turn on the heaters for a few days. Got to be prepared.
Oh, man. So you grew up, Dario, in the northern part of Italy, right?
Yeah, born near Milano in Bergamo.
Okay.
And after with my family moved to Piemonte, northwest of Italy.
Okay.
One of the most famous wine region
Yeah.
in Italy.
Yeah, it is. And weather-wise, not wet like this part of Oregon, but a little bit chilly in the winter, or still
a pinch colder. Yes, we can go down below freezing.
Yeah.
What is in Fahrenheit? I don't know. 15.
Yeah,
I don't know the Fahrenheit.
32 is freezing. So
-6 Celsius.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're getting down there
15,
in the 15.
something like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can go down. Like we were in Italy in January, because we do wine tours in Italy.
Yeah.
So we bring our customer with us. We bring them. My mother owns a little bed and breakfast in Piemonte, top of the hill, in the middle of vineyards. Not our vineyard, but we drink wine. We steal the grapes. And
checking your pockets every time.
Why your jacket is purple? And but we had amazing weather this winter.
Oh,
Like a sunny.
wow.
And we had like 50 Fahrenheit
Nice.
during the day, but in the night was going down to 15.
Yeah.
So like
Wow.
But the best part, I say all the time, it's so cold. I say it's better than be cold and sunny
Yes.
than
like
warm
middle
and rainy.
soaking wet.
Because
Yeah.
you don't see nothing. You cannot enjoy the hills.
Yeah.
The weather was beautiful. The sun the sunset was amazing.
Oh,
Because
love
in
it.
the winter with the cold, all the
Uh-huh.
humidity fell down, and you can see all the chain of the Alps from my mother. From my mother backyard, you can see really the old chain of the Alps.
Really?
With the Monviso. It's crazy.
Oh,
And,
really rough.
I know
Really
it's
rough.
it's a bad thing. I want to change.
Am I hearing field trip for the podcast?
I mean, I'm not hating the idea of going to Italy. There's not a lot of whiskey to try, but we'll suffer through.
Well,
Hey.
I have at home, they offered me an Italian whiskey.
Really?
It's a whiskey made in Italy.
Really?
With
Well,
grain.
there's our in. There's our in right there. See?
Next episode, you do the. It's a very. Tastes like whiskey, with a little hint of grappa finish.
All right.
Italian has to always stick to their guns. So it has this whiskey with this grappa nuances.
All right. All right.
But it's not bad.
All right.
I think it was the first time they ever made it.
They were like, screw it, we're going to try this.
We use the grain to make pasta. So someone is eating less pasta. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, you gotta get your grain input one way or the other,
I
and
know, of course.
some days you drink it, some days you eat it.
I saw the
Yeah.
carbs anyway.
That's right.
I feel like they both equally make you happy.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You can have pizza, you can have pasta, you can have whiskey, you can have lots of options.
Anything.
Yeah, lots of ways to get your grain intake. Some are just a little bit more publicly acceptable. And don't drink alone.
Nobody speak to you.
That's how I met Mike. I saw him drinking alone with a bottle of wine at a dance competition. Thought he needed a little help.
Yeah, no shame. I don't care.
So, then, all right. So you've got both of your facilities down there, and the Gusto. You've got like a huge amount of cooking and prep space.
Yeah.
back there now.
Yeah, the kitchen is 3 times bigger than the rest.
Oh God, that
So-
that had to just be a dream when you
yeah,
got
when I
that
say,
space.
there's so much space, and
Oh.
now it's like it's too small. Already maxed out. The space is already maxed out.
Yeah, but you were cooking in, what is that, like 200 square feet at Rosmarino. It's small.
Yeah, small. Yeah.
You're cramming a lot of bodies and a lot of heat back there.
It's the miracle happens.
Yeah.
You know? Miracle exists. You know, well, coming from Italy, and I lived also in France, and you see that in France, much more smaller space for kitchen.
Yes.
That's really small.
Very small.
So you have to be very. The fantasy is to where I can put this fridge? Oh, maybe on the ceiling. Where I can put this? Maybe on the there. You have to park everything in the space that you have.
Yeah.
And to make it work. There's no excuses, you know.
Yeah.
You have to deliver. Space is just a commodity, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can have more space for tables to sell what you want to sell, or you can have an extra table back in the kitchen.
Yeah, but you know, if I have a restaurant that is like 2,000 square feet, imagine.
Yeah.
And like 1,500 is kitchen, you know.
Not a
I
lot.
prefer to have 1,000 or 1,000 to be nice.
Yeah.
Or 1,500 to sit. Like this, you know.
Yeah.
More you sit, more you can make.
Yeah. You can suffer in the kitchen a little bit for it's all for the customer.
Cozy. Like
it's all for the
It's
customer.
cozy.
Nobody's sad because we hug each other all day long.
Until somebody starts throwing things.
It's hot.
Well, and then you've got a good number of folks working for you now. And
So, yes. When we opened 10 years ago, at the beginning was me.
Yeah.
Me and my wife. Me and my wife, dishwasher. Me and my wife, dishwasher, prep chef. Me and my wife, dishwasher, prep chef, and a server. And after that, we add up.
Yeah.
Now, between Gusto and Rosmarino, we have 40 people.
Holy cow.
Man.
And half of them are chef because all the cuisine is made from scratch. So it's there's more people on the cook line and on the prep than anywhere else.
Yeah.
And after, of course, front of the house at the restaurant, we have a little bit more people.
Yeah.
Than what is normally a normal amount. But we like to have smoothness in the service.
Yeah.
And we prefer to have a couple of more young people that run and clear and all the place. And
you've got your bartender and
CJ is bartender, bar manager.
Yeah,
he's the one that creates all the cocktails and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Also, when he creates new now I told you we are gonna bringing in our new barrel of rye from James Pepper.
So looking forward to that.
Can't wait. I will post it on social media in case.
As soon as you post it, you're gonna have a couple of guys just knocking on the
donation.
Hey,
let me taste.
Are you open?
And because we have something. We're creating something special for the bar. So
that's fun.
We have the second barrel of woodford made for us. Now the pepper made for us.
Yep.
And I think I have a problem.
I don't think this is a problem.
Between buy pallets of wine and barrel of whiskey. If I didn't have a business, I had a problem. But
this sounds like a solution, not a problem.
It's a good problem because the thing is it's like we want to create something unique. Yeah. Like all the wine that you can have by the glass at the restaurant, it's made only for us. It's our own private label, made in Italy. We have one made around here by some friends, Chris James Sellers. But the rest is made in Piemonte. The Barolo, the Nebbiolo, the Barbera are made by a family friend. We buy his wine 20 years now, and or more. And it really 5 minutes away from my mother's house.
Yeah.
Cool. And when we do the wine tours, it's always the highlight of the Piemonte tour. It's normally the last day we have it at his winery. It's a very small winery. He does maybe 30,000 bottles a year. So between 6 different wines.
Wow.
Just typical Piemonte variety. But he does a Chardonnay, Arnais, Nebbiolo, Barbera, Dolcetto, and 3 different Barolos, single cru. And the best part, like this year, it was very fun because we made a little cooking class in the morning. Because we had a party for the tour. We have always a party before leaving Piemonte. We bring a folkloristic musician with the accordion and the clarinet and stuff like this to sing for us, and they sing. Only Italian people don't understand nothing, but everybody's happy. What they're saying? Yeah.
What are they singing? Oh, it's just it's a traditional song about dumbass drunks.
And at the end, yes, because you say when I drink, I sing.
Oh.
When I drink a lot, I sing louder, but very, very wrong. I'm not even in tone. So it's like, oh, Dario had some wine.
No, nobody's tipping your singing.
But normally we did one party over New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So we went to bed. What was 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning. Say, guys, we start slowly tomorrow. I force you to stay out. It's New Year's Eve. We have to enjoy it. And we did a little cooking class in the morning. I showed them how to make the pasta. We made the tagliatelle. I previously made ahead the bolognese because our bolognese takes 7 hours to make, so I didn't have the time.
Yeah.
And so we made the tagliatelle with the customers.
Yeah.
We brought them to Massimo, is the name of the guy. We had the wine tasting. So wine tasting, 4 hours.
Ooh.
18 bottles of wine.
Holy
It's a wine taste. It's not. It's not a meal. It's a really. Because you should try this and you should try. And next time that I go in there, he's making bubbles now, so I have also the bubbles to taste.
Holy crap!
And now it will be like 20 bottles of wine. And after start with the white wine and the other white wine and the red wine and the things and the thing. And he makes some food. He brought out some food, some typical raw veal sausage. That's typical from the region.
Yeah.
And everybody's so scared because, it's raw veal. And we're like, taking away the casing, like, and everyone's like, are you sure you're not get sick? No, it's fresh. It was made this morning because it's so fresh.
Yeah.
It cannot be 1 day, or if it's 1 day older, the only thing you have to do is cooking it.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part.
Wow.
And we had a bunch of cheese. Yeah, it's the cuisine of my region is so unique that and people really don't know almost 10% of what we have in Piemonte as cuisine wise, because it's completely different than anything that you know about Italy.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we brought the tagliatelle. I brought the bolognese.
Yeah.
And it was first of January 1st was cold. We were there. We did the little explanation, the history of the winery, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We sit down. Was big table there, and he had this wood fire stove.
Oh.
We put the water on top of the wood fire stove. We put the bolognese, put the big pot of bolognese cooking. We cooked the tagliatelle into the sauce, and I've seen people going back and forth 2-3 times to reload it. We made like 10 pounds of tagliatelle.
Holy cow. That's fantastic.
This is the best part. This old school thing that happened in Italy in a small family owned. The guy, he's the guy who stomp on the grapes almost. And it's there, and I say, Massimo, this I do it for you because fortunately his mom passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And every time that we had this experience to him, to
Yeah.
his house, his mother was cooking for us the tagliatelle with the meat sauce.
Yeah,
And
love that.
So I say, Massimo, I do it for you because this is what your mother would do. She will be proud of
Oh,
me.
look at that.
And it was like very emotional. But at the end, everybody was happy and everybody was grabbing the pasta. people were like they were like in a diet all week long, and they attacked free for.
Especially after being up until 2 a.m. the night before. I mean, some fresh tagliatelle with all. Oh, hell yes! I would be murdering that too.
Also, if you're like, no, I cannot. You will.
Yes, you can.
And the thing you see people coming in. They were a little bit tired from the early night that they had, and they were shy. Everybody was silent. First glass of wine. It reload the liver level. The level was back to normal, and everybody started to melt down. At the end of the night, everybody was sideways going outside the door. And they're like, Massimo, I love you, Massimo.
But that's the kind of stuff that I don't know. Like you're a little extroverted, so
I was very shy.
I think that's changed a bit now.
Yeah, when I start to drink bourbon, I guess. No,
But,
when I was young,
with-
I was shy. I never speak.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
never spoke. I was in my corner, do my things, just don't bother me. Like I was like the antisocial guy of the class, and I was just leave me alone. I was studying. I was the nerdy, the silent guy, and always love to learn things and read not a lot,
Yeah.
but learning.
But learn. Yeah. Do
mostly
things and learn them.
visually
Yeah.
learning. I had the chance. My parents had a factory of plastic when I was young, so
Mm-hmm.
learn a lot from there.
Yeah.
And after when I lived in Greece, I was working in a resort, so I learned other stuff.
Yeah.
And after I moved to France, and I started to work more in the cooking part, and I had the chance to work with an 84 years old butcher
Wow.
that he taught me 50 years of skills in 1 year. So I
Holy
gotta
crap.
absorb.
Yeah.
Learn. Right.
Yep,
Woo.
yep.
Taste. And we were with him. I did 4 years in France. It was the best part. The
Yeah?
working with him was the best part.
Really?
The ex-girlfriend
mean-
part was horrible, but cooking and butchering was beautiful. I was distressing on top of the meat. But no, we did salami, stuff like this.
Ooh.
We had our salami really grabbing. We were living in far away corner northeast of France,
Okay.
a village of 500 inhabitants
Wow.
near Belgium. So
Okay.
nobody even know that exists.
Yeah.
We had our
it had been French, and then it had been other things, and it's gone back and forth.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I think it was
Yeah.
because very German influences.
yeah.
But we had the chance to see our salami and things, and how you call it, head cheese,
Uh-huh.
or fromage de tête, as they call it in France,
Yeah.
and rillette and stuff like this, going really to the south of France because people were grabbing and then bringing to their families.
Really?
We had the chance
That's
to.
cool.
And again, like Rosmarino,
Yeah.
when I did what I did in France was helping out these people that had the parents of my ex girlfriend. They had this a little supermarket, and they had a little deli case
Mm-hmm.
that and they were struggling.
Yeah.
So I was there.
You had the skill set.
and I say, okay, you know what? Can we do these kind of things? Oh, yes, we can do. So what happened? I start to prepare technically what I do here. The lasagna and the
Yeah.
things, and so I recreate my grandmother recipes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And also there they became pretty famous. And after this place, I went to work in an Italian boutique in a bigger town.
Yeah.
It's a bit more famous. It's called Verdun. And also there I had a bigger space for my prep food and stuff like this. So technically it was like a Gusto 1.0.
Yeah. So you knew that the ability was there. Like you knew that you had the ability to take something that's very, very small and make it something bigger, but it's just translating that into wherever you are. So now you're in small Willamette Valley area. So you started very small out in the middle of effing nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you grew, and what people didn't get lost out in the middle of nowhere grew your brand, and then
Yeah.
you went to Newberg, downtown, and then you grew that, and now you've got Goose. I mean, so whatever you kind of touch, you're expanding, because it's kind of what you've been doing your whole adult
It's
life.
And I always like small communities
Yeah.
and big cities. It's important, but I don't feel I don't feel comfortable to live in a big city,
Yeah.
because I always lived in a small village.
Yeah.
I was in a small village. When I was living in Italy, it was 4,000 inhabitants. So
Yeah.
and it was already big big village for Italy.
Right.
When we were going in the mountain to my grandmother village, was 600 inhabitants.
Oh.
That was becoming 1,000 in the summer because of the old Milan people coming down.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But I always like these small communities because there's much more attachment. Everybody know each other, and it's true. The village raise your kids if the
Yes.
parents are busy.
Yeah.
Yep.
No matter what happened, they knew. When I arrived home, they knew already what I did, how I did it, where I was.
And in a small town, you could do the same thing with your kids. You know, somebody can, you know, you get tied up somewhere, and you know, we've always had a group of people that you just text and you're like, grab the kids, I'm stuck, you know, because of X, Y, or Z, and they're like,
still the chance to work like this, and I think it's the most important part.
Yeah,
we lost a little bit the attachment to the relying on friends and things, because you know, mostly for liability now.
Yeah.
But for the rest, I think we need to go back to just to be like a really big community.
Yeah.
That enjoy things and create much more festivals and things.
Yep.
There are missing parts. There's a few festival around, but I think we can do more. We can create more.
Yeah.
Something unique that you know, can happen only in Newberg. Can just bring 20,000 people in a week from all over Oregon, just because we can do one thing, you know.
Yeah.
It can be well, the wine festival is already here. So
yes.
Wine, I think it's already covered this side. We have some microbreweries.
Yep.
You know, you can do a beer festival.
Yep.
You can do a food festival.
Yeah.
Really, we can create.
I'd be all right with a food. I mean, all of these are okay with me. I'm okay with all of these choices.
Or if not, we have to create just one ingredient or one thing, one dish that it should be the Newberg dish by excellence.
Yeah.
Shared by every single restaurant, have it there, and have to create the festival of this dish.
Yes.
But to think about. But there's one thing that I'm joking about.
Yeah.
You know, I told you I was born in Bergamo.
Yeah, yeah.
People don't know, but there's a plan. Rosmarino, Gusto. Soon, Old Newberg will speak Italian, and we rename the town New Bergamo.
Oh,
there's
my
a plan.
God.
There's a plan. It's a hidden, not so hidden, but
yeah, you know, that's all right. We turn it into a lovely little Italian town.
Or I just grab the sticker Amo, that in Italian means I love.
Yeah.
And I put Amo Newberg, New Bergamo.
There you go.
Easy. It's switchable.
Wow. This seems like less of a raw plan, is more of you've already got the stickers, Dario.
They're not printed yet.
Soon.
Love it.
Have to invent something like this, just to bring people entertained in the town.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what is it? Out 26 has the Garlic Festival each year. Corvallis has Da Vinci Days. There's got to be something we can grab onto. I mean,
have to just put together do a brainstorming.
Mm-hmm.
And do something.
There's lots of hops being grown out Newberg's way.
Yeah.
I mean, we can think of lots of things to do.
Yeah, hops. Well, you know, the Newberg area is for hops growing. It's one of the most important. So.
Yeah, in between Newberg and the Woodburn area.
Yeah, on this kind of county side.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Great hops out there. Really good hops.
That's why we love IPA.
Yeah, because we're drowning
Italian pale ale.
Yeah. See, now he's taking everything over.
Sorry.
He's changing the name of Newberg. It's turning into the Italian pale ale.
Soon it's going to be Taforio.
Well, you know, you had a good run, Mike.
Hey.
We should create a Newberg baseball team, the Newberg Rigatoni.
Yeah. And just Dario walking around with a wooden spoon ready to take...
Yeah, like Dio Monopoly.
That's right.
Oh.
The takeover plan is in full effect.
Yeah, no, I can see the future. And I don't hate it. Well, what'd you think of the Rio from Penelope? I mean, it's...
The nose is very aromatic. It's crazy aromatic. Almost pinch too sweet for me. Mm-hmm. But when you drink it, it's still spice on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's the mash bill.
God, they probably don't even nothing
Let me see
here.
if I can find it.
Yeah, see if you can find it.
Maybe there's a higher rye percentage inside.
What do we got? 75 corn, 7 rye.
No, even.
Wow, so almost
15
no rye.
wheat, 3 barley, malted barley.
Huh. Well, the
And it's just so it's American oak, and they put staves of amburana inside, like a.
Yep. They finish it with the amburana and the honey cask.
So the amburana should deliver this kind of pepperiness, aromatic and peppery at the same time. Look like a sandalwood, like a.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's funny
more,
how sweet though.
But this I will drink it maybe end of the night.
Yes,
because it will ruin. If I drink it at the beginning, it will ruin completely my palate. It's so aromatic that almost like a dessert bourbon.
Yep.
Like a digestive, at the end, something sweeter and to more like a desserty.
Yeah. Yeah, port, a grappa, the
something like this, yeah. And you can, with this one, I will see maybe a nice chocolate caramel cake.
Oh.
Like
Yep.
maybe some pecans inside.
Yep.
Like a turtle cake, something like this.
Yeah, there you go.
Crunchiness,
Yeah.
some toffees.
Yeah, that Heath bar kind of,
Yeah.
the chocolate
note,
and, yeah.
It can be a salty caramel just to give it this saucy. Always speak about food.
I'm getting hungry again.
Well, so on our podcast, we rate it based on, because we both suffered through a lot of dance competitions. They have the dumbest way to give out awards at these competitions. So it'll be things like silver or gold or platinum, and you never really know where those various precious metals actually fall. Like sometimes gold is higher than platinum, sometimes platinum's higher than gold. Never really know. Sometimes they throw in a diamond there or something like that. So we made ours to go anywhere from silver up to platinum. So far, we've not found a platinum as far as our rating of all the whiskeys. A lot of high golds, a lot of golds. Not any silvers yet, because nothing's been so bad that we're like, well, fuck that, we're not drinking any more of that.
No, yeah, we picked pretty good. A few high silvers,
Yep.
but I don't think we've gone any lower than a high silver, and we haven't gone any higher than a high gold.
Yep. So, as our guest, I think we'll let you rate first.
There's the breakdown up
there.
there.
The little cheat sheet
so
up
platinum's kind of your A plus. Like I said, we haven't found one yet.
And we rate it based on like availability. Like, can you find this in a liquor store on a regular basis?
Running a restaurant here in this state we're limited.
Yeah,
we only get so much stuff out here, so we do base it on availability.
There's so much stuff with the same bottle.
Yep.
And multiplication.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a lot of that, Buffalo Trace stuff that just kind of goes across. But, if you can find something that is available, is reasonably priced, and has a good flavor, that's what we're looking for.
Yep.
Like, you want something that's not going to break your bank every time you go down to the liquor store.
And you can have one bottle on the shelf that is like a grau that you drink once a year.
Yeah.
Because you know the price, you know that it's very good.
Yep.
And you don't want to go to finish it too fast.
And you're never going to find it again.
Yeah. So this table, they stay up very, very high shelf. Nobody can even reach, not even you.
That's the stuff I hide behind, like the cleaning supplies, so I know that I'm not going to dig behind there to dig that out on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pretty good.
And recap, I don't know if what was this bottle? Was it 90?
Yeah, it's $90 MSRP. I think I got it for a little less than that. Just because I think Oregon's was 80.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, but I found it when I was out on the coast for spring break. We were just driving around liquor stores out there, and I found it out there. I've seen it at a couple of other places. It's not readily available, but it is available if you go to a few different liquor stores. So
Well, if you have contact, you call them and say, you can always reserve.
Yeah. Yeah, you can sure try. Some of them are nicer.
If you bribe them with pasta. And
Yeah, there it is.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's not in my repertoire, man. Like, all right, hey, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive down to Gusto. I'm gonna get a bunch of pasta. I'll make it for you, and then I'll bring it to you as long as you hold that bottle for
There
me.
we go.
That's all right. There's no one hand washing the other.
So, readily available, not really, but you can find it. Price is probably a little bit high.
Yeah.
So then it's just taste.
I would say high silver at the maximum.
Okay.
Mostly because it's a bourbon that you really have to enjoy in a special part of the day.
Yep.
So it's a limited consumption.
Yep.
Because of the sweetness that it has.
Yep.
So it is like the last bourbon of the night. Just if you want to sweet up your palate. The price range.
It's a little high.
For this limited availability I can drink it too. Because if you drink more than one glass, I think you will get bored by it's very aromatic.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think it can be a very nice thing that you can add in cocktails.
Yeah.
Because of this aroma. I think if you do like an old fashioned with this one, it will come out pretty delicious because you will play on the aromatic and adding with the bitters and stuff like this and
a little orange peel in there
with orange
with
peel
the
and
honey and the graham cracker.
Yeah.
Like at the restaurant we do amarena cherries from Italy.
Ah, yes.
And it's one of my to-go drink. I think it will make a very nice. Mostly I'll be more feminine, old fashioned.
Oh.
So it'll be more approachable for people who technically normally don't like bourbon.
Yeah, little sweeter, little more like a dessert than it is anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like a more sweeter tooth. Palate.
Yeah. I fully agree with you. I think I'm gonna give it a gold. Because I think there's some things that you could do with it, but I think like you, it's a specific damn thing. It's not something that I'm just gonna drink for a Thursday night. I need something to drink.
Or Sunday.
Yeah.
Or Sunday night.
Yeah. Or really any night, unless I'm sitting down to. I feel like something very, very sweet. A banana style dessert or something like that would maybe be a good combination, but other than that, this is not like I'm not cracking this thing open for shits and giggles. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a gold.
Shits and giggle crack.
No.
All right, I think I'm going right in the middle too. I'm throwing the dart right in the middle of the board at gold. I did appreciate that it did stay fairly consistent on the back end. It didn't tame down too much.
Yeah.
What are we, hour into it?
Yep.
It still has that little heat on the back. But yes, dessert, give me a little banana split or a tiramisu or anything with that sweets with some chocolate. But I do like the old-fashioned idea. I bet you this with the bitters and the orange would be phenomenal. And I'm curious now.
But Jesus, that's going to be a spendy. That's going to be a spendy goddamn old-fashioned at a $90 bottle.
I think normally if you want a Penelope to begin, that you have to put in account that it's a spendy bottle no matter what.
Yeah. This is not your everyday, I'm just picking up a bottle just because. That's what the bottled and bonds are for. Yeah. Like you pick those up for an everyday pour. This is
this one, $90, 25 ounce. You do 12 old fashioned.
Yeah. I mean,
or one
picture.
Have a party, make a picture of old fashioned, just big cubes. The cubes will fill up the glass. That's the trick.
I'm calling guest room for that night.
What did you guys do last night? Oh, we just made old fashions.
By the pitcher.
Well, when we are in Italy and we have our tours, people love spritz.
Yeah.
We do pictures of spritz, like 3-4 pitchers.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Half a bottle of Aperol, half a bottle of Prosecco, sodas, ice, oranges. It's easy. It's much easier than make it in a glass.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
People go back for more and get much better with the orange infusing. So
yeah.
That's the thing,
I love it.
If you're in a motivated moment, like go buy the pitcher. Because the first thing is consistency.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean,
Because after the second spritz, you will not be able to calibrate. So make the pitcher ahead, you're good to go.
Yep.
Add the ice at the last second. You prep your mix
Yep.
in the fridge, good to go. And at the end, you have a beautiful spritz that tastes like the first one. And,
Yep.
and also, if you cannot stand anymore, you will have a still beautiful spritz. Or old fashioned.
Yeah. That's when you make sure you're pouring into the plastic glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I like you a lot, but you're already wobbling.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the cheap
It's the
shit.
rubber one for the kids.
Here's your sippy cup.
Sippy cup.
All right. Well, so 2 golds and a high silver for Penelope Rio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
All right. Cheers to you, my
Chin
friend.
Chin chin.
Salute.
Oh,
Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, shit, Dario. Thank you so much for coming
nice
on today.
Sunday.
yeah.
Now I have to go to work. I'll be like, why are you so happy? You cannot understand. But you can hear it. You will hear it soon.
Look, if you want to just keep on coming on a
Well,
regular
you know.
basis,
If you want me, I love to.
yeah, I mean,
I bring more pasta. You know.
so
The next time I can bring maybe some short ribs, some wild
Oh,
boar,
all right,
lasagna.
well, the problem is that people are going to start to ask when Dario's coming back on. And then there's just going to be like this pile of cars out in the parking lot.
Well, there's only one thing. I grab one of my guys and we put out like a propane thing and we cook pasta outside in the parking lot.
Holy crap.
Let's bring
Yes.
Let's bring the neighborhood together.
Whiskey, wine, and a pasta.
Oh, hell. Well, thank you so much, Dario. This
My
was
pleasure.
a hell of a lot of fun. And
Thank you. Thank
you're
you for the
entertaining
invitation.
as hell. And Mike and Katie and Joanna and I will be coming down to see you here.
We already made the reservation.
But if you guys haven't tried it yet, make sure you go down, try out Rosmarino down in Newberg. Also, stop by Gusto. If you're just driving through Newberg or if you're anywhere near Newberg, stop by Gusto, pick up some of their fresh focaccia. Some of their raw ingredients are fantastic, but they're making something fun every single damn day.
Now we are calibrating more have you tried the sweet focaccia?
No.
Ah.
I mean, I've done like the
round one.
The round one with
the figs inside?
I didn't get the one with the figs. We did the balsamic
Cipollini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did normally in the summertime when it's fig time,
Mhm.
we can get nice black mission figs.
Yeah.
We like to do focaccia with the figs, honey and prosciutto inside. It's pretty good.
Oh, that does
He said
sound
pretty
good.
good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty.
Salvageable.
It's okay.
I will give a 9.5. Well, you have to like the sweet and savory. Some people, no, I don't like sweet. Okay, don't eat it. But no, we do in Italy we have sweet focaccia.
Oh.
So now we are recalibrating. We're calibrating the recipe now, doing very, very flavorful sweet focaccia with things in the dough, overnight raising, and after re-raise in the morning. So they come out like little buns like this, sprinkle with a crystal sugar on top.
Oh.
And we push down, before to bake them, we push down a little butter cube just to make a hole that we fill up with cream.
What?
The last one, the last one was what we did. We did cherries, so we rehydrate cherries in Moscato wine, and we put everything into the dough, and after we bake it, and then we pipe it with Nutella and hazelnut on top. And we did one with pistachios, and we did one with raisins and vanilla pastry cream.
All right, so now you're just making a fat kid's dream.
Yeah.
Like I'm over here drooling. Just
They're good. Just you have to pass them in the oven, just 350 degrees, maybe 5 minutes, just to warm up, because they have to tenderize again, and after you tick.
I'm gonna be like stabbing my family in order to keep them away from it long enough to be able to cut it up. And
Stop.
oh my God, that sounds awesome.
Gusto rehab. Oh, we want to put more and more stuff. There's a lot more things that. But I have to. The only thing it's that my guys understand the load of work, and after we can add something more all the time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that I wanna bring in and create and make more.
Yeah, you don't want to burn them out. You don't want to make it so much that it's a you end up with a Cheesecake Factory style menu of shit that you've got to try and get right.
No, but the best part, mostly for Gusto, is what we want to keep the first come first serve.
Yeah.
So we have things, make things.
When it's gone, it's gone.
If you're late, you're late. Yeah. But we want to have the best and more and new things.
Yeah.
Just swing by,
Yeah.
And if you never try that.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Oh.
No, I don't want to have a gigantic menu. I'm against gigantic menu. So
yeah.
And
do what's seasonally great, but also like what you feel is like inside your wheelhouse of shit you can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it.
Easy, replicable.
Yeah. Yeah. And sellable. Like it's all sellable. Like I haven't turned away from anything yet. Well, Dario, thank you so much for coming on today, man.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
And chin chin.
Chin chin.
Man.
Salute. Hey, yeah, like we said, go check them out. Check out the website. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll get a little something every week reminding you of why you need to go back down there, and starts out the email kind of the same way each time.
Yep. Okay, guys.
Oh, shit. Well, thanks for listening to the Whiskey and Wine podcast this week, guys. Make sure to check us out on Instagram, YouTube. Check out the website. There is merch for sale still. We'll eventually figure out how to charge you for it. So.
Yeah, we're still getting around to that.
Yeah, not high on our list of shit to do. No. So. All right, and if you guys have anything that you want us to do, or if you want to see again, or maybe you want us to just bring Dario back again, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Or if you don't want me here, let me know.
All right, cheers, everybody.
All right, cheers.
Chin.
This episode of the Whiskey and Wine podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus, Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend. pdxpartybus.com.